I never wanted to come to this part of Africa. It was remote, far from the city, and I had heard stories. But work sent me there to oversee a small project in a village. The first few days were quiet. The people were kind, though distant, like they were hiding something. One night I stayed out a little too late. The sun was almost gone, and the villagers quickly disappeared into their homes, closing their doors and windows. I had to walk back to my small house, but something felt off. The air got colder, and the sky seemed darker than usual. Then I saw him. At first it was just a figure standing at the edge of the trees. He was tall, wearing old tattered clothes that looked like they belonged to royalty a long time ago. His eyes, they glowed. I stopped walking, feeling my heart pounding. He didn't move, but I could feel his eyes watching me. I had heard whispers about him in the village. They called him the Shadow Prince. Long ago he was a real prince who ruled these lands, but he was cursed for something terrible he did. No one would say what, only that he never truly died. The stories said he only came out at night, and if he caught you, you would never be seen again. Some villagers had disappeared over the years. They always said it was the work of the Shadow Prince. I didn't believe them, until now. I tried to move, but my feet felt stuck to the ground. I wanted to scream, but no sound came out. The figure began to walk towards me. Each step felt like it took hours. His clothes rustled in the wind, but there was no wind. I could hear him, but there was nothing else. No birds, no insects, just silence. Finally, I found my voice and ran. I didn't look back, but I could feel him behind me. His presence was like a cold hand on my neck. I burst into my house, slamming the door and locking it. I stood there, shaking, trying to catch my breath. For a long time, there was silence. Then slowly I heard footsteps outside. They circled my house, once, twice, and then they stopped. I didn't sleep that night. I didn't dare look out the window. When the sun came up, I opened the door, and everything looked normal. The village was alive again, people talking and working like nothing had happened. I asked one of the elders about it, and all he said was, "He chose to let you live this time." That was the last time I stayed out after dark. And even now, years later, I still dream about the Shadow Prince.